Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, just me and the critters. I was just talking with Miss Linda, and we got disconnected, so not sure what happened, Linda, but I'll talk to you Monday. It is March 9th, 2019. Don't look at my hair, 'cause I know it's kind of bright. Saturday afternoon at 2:41 p.m. So I only haven't been on for a few days, and I wasn't feeling good. And I might as well work on this while I talk to you guys. But I wasn't feeling good, and hadn't been for a few days, so that's why. But we got that taken care of. I was starting to get another infection, but my doctor is super good, and I just, let her know that this is what's happening again. And she just, okay, she called in the scripts, and then we picked it up last night. And I'm already starting to feel somewhat better. So, been working on a great big painting. It's a painting about equality, racial equality, and it's a 12 by 24. So, it's not quite done yet, but I'll show it to you when it is. I still haven't decided what I'm doing with my excess artwork yet. I know I need to go on my Facebook page and actually put some prices and stuff on paintings, and I will. If you go over there, if you're on my regular Facebook page and you don't know what I'm talking about, just PM me and I'll let you know. But if you go over there to my art page and you see something you like, doesn't have a price on it or a size, just PM me. And but what I meant was my regular Facebook page is PM me, and I will give you my link to my other one, or I'll tell you what it is. And yeah, if you want to PM me when you get over to my art page, about the size and dimension and size and dimension, yeah, not quite awake. And price, I will certainly tell you that. Either PayPal or Amazon gift cards, the only two ways that I do this. This must be really, really there. There you guys go. It's the only ways I do that. So, yeah. I will be happy to tell you the price and stuff. So, I'm going to be having, like I told you guys before, a big series of a lot of equality things coming out, which I'm very excited about. I'm doing more of what I call almost statement pieces, things that are really my heart and soul and how I think about stuff. And I know you guys may be kind of surprised because it's really stepping away from what I've been doing, which has been nature scenes and some abstract. Well, this is still what I call abstract. It's just what's in my mind and stuff. But I really, really am enjoying it. I like to change up my style, my technique, my subject matter when I am, doing artwork. I think it's important to keep broadening your horizons and, keep trying things that are not familiar to you. This type of painting is not familiar to me at all, but I really, really am enjoying it. So, yeah. And what else have I been doing? Just cleaning house, looming. I'll show you a couple hats I have done so I can get them put away. This is an extra large adult, so I'm not sure. I may be giving this away to somebody. And just depends on how it turns out and everything. But what else can I tell you guys? Oh, been a lot on my mind about a lot of different stuff, and then I get on here and I know what it was. Is okay. This is going to seem kind of funny, and I hope you don't mind that I'm sitting here working when I'm talking to you, because it just kind of helps me to. It would be like if you were sitting across from me. you were at my house, we were having coffee, I would pull this out because whenever I'm sitting, I've got to be doing something with my hands. But it's kind of ironic to me, being 54 years old, and having Asperger's, that, and I tell you guys that I am just so slow on learning social graces and kind of social dynamics and stuff, and even relationship goals and stuff, that I'm just now learning at this age, that, and equating it to, that if you have a friend that you have a falling out with, and you reach out to after you think of enough time of both of you guys cooling down, if they're receptive to it, then they really are your friend and they care about you. If they aren't, then perhaps they never really were that great of a friend, or the friendship never was really what you thought it was. Because if they don't care enough to reach out and go, hey, yeah, I miss you too. I miss your good quality. Let's talk about this and work it out. As two, level-headed adults. Because let's face it, especially as women, and I'm not cutting us down any bit, but we are emotional and we can let things really get to us, Okay. And that's easy to do, and then if you let things kind of, hurt feelings cool down and stuff, then, you can usually work some stuff out. And, but yeah, if they don't care and they're just like, there's no response, or, and like I said, don't expect a response right away. It may take a week or two. It may take a month. Heck, it could take 6 months down the road before, maybe they mull it over for quite a while, and then they're like, yeah, and maybe they're wary and they're just kind of watching to see, and stuff, and I can understand that too. So, but my point in all of this is because, we all really mess up with friendship. And most of us all are very, and this including men too, are very injured people, is what I call it, very injured souls. And, we have our past, which is really, in so many instances, really, affects our future and our actions and stuff. And forgot where we're going with that. So I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, because it may take that person, being wary and stuff, because is this person going to be like the other person I thought was my friend, or something that happened in your past, something, do they trigger memories of your childhood, and how things were, where you were mistreated, or had some kind of abuse, or an event that was a traumatic event in your life. And so, I think you have to be really patient. Because as patient as you were to wait until you felt like you were calmed down enough, and everything, that you could think about it rationally, well, they're going through the same thing, but you don't know what's actually really going on in their life right now, and what was maybe totally going on in their life at that point in time, and everything. So just a lot of love and kindness. But my thing is it really also equates to maybe family members. Maybe you reached out to family members and you get no response. If they're not willing to work on your relationship, and you've given it due time, you've said you're sorry, or written, I have a tendency to write because I write better than I speak. But tried to explain more, and everything, then that's on them. It's not on you. Not everybody's going to be receptive of it, because maybe that person, whether it's a friend or a family member, has been so hurt by past events that have nothing to do with you, by somebody else, some other event, etc. But, don't beat yourself up for it. If, like in my family, I have some family members that, no matter what I do, frankly, and this would be my daughters, that I get no really response. I might get an okay. And I've tried and tried for years, so now it's just time to back away and never shut the door, but back away. And, in the future, if they choose to, if they want to talk about it, and they, whatever it is their issue, because I honestly do not know, then they will. So, or perhaps they'll talk to their father, because, they aren't talking to him either. But, it was just kind of funny how I was like, wow, now I see how this kind of works, because and how you grew up affects a lot of how you handle your relationships. In my family, it was just a big blowout, and it was almost like you struck really fast, whether it was physically or verbally or emotionally, and then you just left. Well, if you're one of the people that actually really knows me and stuff, you'll see, oh, yeah, I see, okay, I see a pattern. It's like, yep, I'm trying to overcome that. My husband said to me the other day, he said, one thing you need to do, hon, is quit thinking that if somebody isn't talking to you, or, maybe you're fussing with each other, that it's not always your fault. Because I have a tendency to, well, it must be me. It must be this. It must be that. And, and he's so right, because that, I do that. You know, and, that patience is a virtue that, is really good to have. And I really believe that if a person really cares about you in any amount of time, that eventually, unless they're just too afraid to, they will reach out, and then you'll be able to talk about it. And remember, the most important thing there is love. I mean, I love my friends, and I tell my friends all the time that I love them. And you, of those that are real close to me, know that. Or that's why a lot of times you get, if you make videos, or if you correspond with me, whether it's text message or IM, I always put big hugs with love, and I mean that. So that was my thoughts on that. And then my thoughts on weight, physical appearance, etc. is that it's important to me at my advanced age, and I know a lot of you are going, you're not that old, but, my age and stuff, that body acceptance of whatever size. I can't just keep hating my body and hating that I'm fat and stuff. What if this is it? What if this is the size I stay for the rest of my life? Not giving up, because even if you're not trying to lose weight, you got to try and eat healthier, especially if you're diabetic and stuff like we are. But what if? Do I spend the rest of my life hating my body? Hating, how I am? Or am I going to get over, and am I going to start not being afraid to be seen? And I know you may think, well, it's pretty hard not to see you. And it's like, I know, that's a funny one, and I am chuckling too. But yeah, I have a tendency to hide, and, and Brad even said that, and especially, this is the sad thing, especially if it's around family, or it's a big gathering of family, like a family reunion. Teresa hides, man. Teresa hides. Normally, I'll busy myself with, doing dishes, or, whatever, because, yeah. And so, that's something else I want to work on, is you know, getting where I'm not just kind of hiding and pulling back and stuff. You know, am I ever going to be perfect? No. Am I trying to be? No. So that's my thoughts on that. Is you know, because I'm going to do a whole series of paintings of people in all different sizes and shapes. And I talked about this last time I did a video. One of those shapes would be a very, you know, large woman, like myself. And yeah, so, you know, I just want to put out through my painting, which I call, like I said, my statement painting, a positive message, you know. And I think that's why I'm so driven right now. But yeah, I just want to set out some positive messages, you know, statement, feeling and stuff, you know. So, you know, that's my feelings on that. I did go in and paint last night for a while. And I did clean house yesterday. And today I'm doing laundry. I need to get going on that more. And then tonight, because last night we had to go pick up that prescription that had been called in, and then we have coupons from Subway. They're $11.99 for 2 foot long sandwiches, any sandwich. So we decided we were going to do that for dinner, and so we did that. But I was sick enough that we were going to go to Dollar Tree last night, and I was just like, oh my God, no. I am way too sick to go to Dollar Tree today. And Brad's like, whoa, you know, because you guys don't know I love me some Dollar Tree now. But yeah, I was that sick that it was like, no. No means no. So, I don't know if you guys could see, I know you guys could see I'm running 2 different colors. This is what, if you see right up here, this is what it's doing. And now I'll skip over a peg on the right, and so it'll start curving around. So, and then the brim is ribbon I wove in with the white, and it's a rainbow ribbon. So, yeah, most likely this hat's going to be sent to somebody special, so not saying who. Not saying who, because then it won't be a surprise. So, I love surprising people with stuff, you know. You know, I love doing that. Now, that's another thing I was made fun of growing up with, because I'm very kind and giving, and, you know, was always made fun of. You know, you weren't to be emotional, you weren't to be kind and loving. I mean, you know, like, this is some jacked up stuff, man. Some jacked up stuff, dude. So, but, you know, you can overcome most of that stuff. You know, and don't ever assume because maybe somebody lives in a fancier house, or, you know, maybe they or their husband or their partner makes more money and stuff. You think, oh man, if I had that money, my life would just be, not necessarily. You know, I think we all take different paths and to our personal journey. It's just like, okay, I have a lot of friends that are losing weight. Whether or not they've had weight loss surgery or they're doing it on their own. Okay, while I attempt, and right now doesn't seem to be a time where I can get the headspace really on right, but doesn't mean I'm giving up totally, is, dang it. Why did you do that? I had a loop flip over, and it's like, ugh. But anyway, but that's their journey right now. And I'm very happy for them, and I'm supportive. And in turn, I expect that they, in turn, would be respectful and supportive of, you know, if I chose that this was pretty much probably how I was always going to be, you know. I mean, I think it's all such a very personal choice. And that's another life lesson that I'm just learning right now, is that, you know, just because somebody has this journey doesn't mean you have to have the same journey, the same likes, dislikes. Because one of the things that's really bad with me too is sometimes it costs me friendship, or almost, because I'll try to do things that my friend over here is doing, you know, or over there is doing, and it'll be something that I really have no interest in, or I know that I wouldn't like, and it's not anything that they were even suggesting I do, but you just want to be like so much like your friend and stuff that so you'll do that at your own cost, and then shortly after that you're like, you know, you're resentful because you really don't like doing it, or you know, you find that it takes up too much time, etc. And you know, and that's fine. I mean, you know, we're all a wonderful melting pot of a lot of diversities, and you know, like that, my big joy in life is doing crafts and artwork, you know. And so that's what my journey is. But that doesn't mean just because you're on a different journey that I can't support you and you can't support me. I mean, you know, I think we all as a society need to become so much more respectful, what's the word? Accepting and loving toward each other. So what if Sally just lost 20 pounds and she's in a size 6 and she's got that slamming body? Okay, great. You know, and I'm happy for her. But maybe she doesn't have a very happy home life, or maybe, you know, maybe she still doesn't feel good about herself. I mean, as long as you feel good about yourself, then that's all that matters. And yeah, like I said, it amazed me when I start learning some of the smallest social things, and you're like, oh, because I really don't know. I mean, I was not taught any real social graces growing up on how to handle friendships, how to handle, you know, anything like that. My mom never really had any close friends. I mean, you know, or anything. And, you know, my dad either. And we just were never taught really any of that. And now I'm learning that, hey, you know, like I said, I don't have to be like, let's say, my best friend Linda. Now, we are very different on some different things. Like, I want to take a cruise, and she wouldn't be caught dead on an open body of water in any kind of ship. You know, you know, I love ordering groceries from Walmart, and she's just, you know, she's not into that a bit. You know, a lot of different things like that. But that's fine, because we don't have to be identical. And in fact, if you have somebody that there's different from you, it gives you a little bit more to talk about, I find, you know, because I find it fascinating when you can sit and talk with somebody and stuff. I mean, you know, find out, you know, what their life is like, what their path is like. I mean, as long as you're not just really prying and getting in their face, you know. You don't want to be one of them people that you feel like you're either on a bus or you're on a plane or something, you're kind of trapped with, you know, Miss Chatty Cathy that just won't even take a breath, kind of like what I'm doing right now, but, you know, anyway. That's what I have going on today. It's just working on, you know, a few hats and doing laundry. And then I'm going to go, like I said, go to Dollar Tree tonight. Then we're going to stop at our favorite burger place, and you can call in an order and stop and get it. And, no, it isn't a major food chain. And then head home. And I'll probably do a quick Dollar Tree haul, because I always do one. Or maybe I'll do one right after dinner. And then we're going to have Game of Thrones tonight. I don't know what that is. Charlie. Come here, Charlie, come. Charlie, come. Come here, Charlie. Charlie, quit. Sorry. Come. Charlie, come. Come. Sit. Sit. Oh, are you done now? Hey, what'd I say? Leave it be, okay? Thank you, leave it be. Sit. Thank you. Are you being a good boy? It's all okay, okay? Charlie, look at me. It's okay. Okay, calm down. It's all right. I don't know what it was. I'm not expecting anything, you know. Oh, I have to show you my soy wax came in. And my mica powders, you know. So I'll have to show those in just a second. Let me finish this row here. I gotta finish this here done row. Yeah. Then I'll show you a couple hats and then I'll let you go because I gotta start some more laundry. Brad's off next couple of days, so I will do a video Monday again because, yeah, I take Sundays off. Monday we have to take dogs in at 11 o'clock, get their toenails clipped because, like I said, they are not having it with me clipping them. And it used to be that we had enough concrete and stuff in Wyoming that we didn't have to worry about clipping the big dog toenails, but now we do. So, you know, we're going to take them in, and I think it's like $11 each dog, so we'll take them in and have the vet tech do it. You know, I've always been able to clip the other dog's toenails, like Missy's and stuff, but you know, these bigger dogs, you can't hardly hold them down and not by yourself, and then they're getting really upset, and, you know, I don't want to get accidentally bit by one, you know. So Brad's like, no, just take them in. I'm like, well, I could get, you know, maybe try some different clippers. He's like, no, just take them in. I'm like, okay. So, see how it, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me push this down the rest of the way. Yeah, see, you can see here where it's going to start curving. Yeah. So anyway, let me show you the soy wax. And then I just figure out something to eat. Here, there's my mica powder. I'll show that to you. Oh, Lord. This is my 5 pounds of the soy wax. See? Yeah. So, this was, 5 pounds of it was $18.95 free shipping. That's a good price. Make a lot of candles. And then the mica powder, which I haven't worked with before. I always used to buy liquid candle wax, or candle dye. But you can also use this for makeup because it is just the mica powder. Well, I'll just show it to you here. And there's like 24 different ones. And I think this is like $8 free shipping. So, that'll do a heck of a lot of candles. I was thinking I wasn't going to have to melt the soy wax. I was thinking of another product which is the soy wax pellet, but it is also already got some fragrance in those chunks of wax. This did not. So I am going to need to melt it if I want to have a scented candle. If I don't want to have a scented candle, then I don't need to worry about it. So that's what's going on with that. Let me show you the couple of hats, more hats. This one's ugly and I know it, so you can just go ahead and say it. You know, it's just a scrap yarn one. So, yeah, and it's got like little yellow grapes on it. And then this one turned out real pretty. It's my own design. Like that. So, that's a large adult. And that's about it. I'm going to get off here, go start some more laundry. Figure out a little something to eat. Maybe I'll just make a sandwich or something. But anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. And I think you guys are awesome, and let me know how your weekend is treating you. So, I will talk to you guys Monday.